Should be live. Hopefully I've sent it to the right place. It's looking good. It's looking good. I shall wait for some people to come on. It says that I'm live. Okay. Well, I am. I am live. Oh no. Oh well. I'm just waiting for some people to come on. Come on, Adam. Need to get him over here. He's meant to be my super duper moderator. Right. Live. Come. Moderate. Please. So we shall see if anybody does come along. But in the meantime, good evening. I've set a goal. I've created a goal. This should be vertical as well. For the avoidance of doubt. You know what? I'm just going to get started somehow because I completely forgot to bring up the scissors. So this is already a terrible start. But there we go. That's life. That's what other people say. I found a screw. So I shall be getting my Fortnite Bright Bomber open with that. There we go. So this is a Fortnite Lego set. I'm going to be building it whilst we chat. You can ask us anything in the chat, as long as you're obviously a subscriber, I believe. We need Adam to moderate, but I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to build this and chat along. I think that's everything. You know what? For a tiny little Lego Brickhead thing, there's quite a few pieces, aren't there? There are. And the reason I'm doing this stream, the reason we are here, is because I'm testing my brand new lighting package to see if it's clear, if it's bright, if it's better than it was before. So that's what we're doing. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this. So I shall put the instructions just there and off camera. I will ask, can you hear me? Can you see me? And if so, thumbs up, hit the like, whatever would be greatly appreciated, or just say hello. Ooh, crinkly. Gonna get this Lego out on the table. I thought I'd already lost the base there. It's right there. It just blends in with the desk look. But I will say this. For those who watch the channel and know that we like to especially go outdoors and review things like theme parks and stuff like that, I have not had a great week for it. We went out yesterday and we were filming at Reading Winter Wonderland, me and Natalie and her son Jacob, and I was not well. I was not well in the slightest. I only actually managed to do 2 rides, but we have got a vlog out of it. We have got a video out of it. So it's not going to be terrible, but it kind of is terrible, if you get what I'm saying. It was just a bad day for me. And that's the reality of when you are a disabled creator. When you're a disabled creator and you're trying to get out there and film at places like theme parks and stuff like that, sometimes it just hits you hard. And whilst it may appear like, oh, we're having a great time, we're having fun on the videos, sometimes the reality is that we're not. And I'm not shying away from that in the videos. So you'll see in the video that comes out tomorrow that I couldn't continue and why I couldn't continue. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing that we're showing that on camera. I don't know. But right now we're doing something that we can do because we're indoors and we're building some Lego Fortnite Bright Bomber. So eventually it will look like this when we are done. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are The Real Review UK. We review things, theme parks, movies, Lego, all of the above, and we give our honest and unfiltered opinion. And sometimes, you know what, people don't like that opinion, and fine. That's the good thing, right? So, anyway, I'm building along with this. If you want to say hello and you want to get into conversation and you want to just chat along, please feel free to do so. I would very much appreciate it. I mean, our boy Adam told me to do this. He said, oh yeah, do it. I'll come along and I'll moderate. Where are you, Adam? Oh, look, I don't know if you can see this. This has got like a little Fortnite llama on the printed piece. I don't think you're going to see that. But hopefully, once the channel grows, if we can continue to grow the channel, we can upgrade the camera equipment as well. Because we are using a DSLR camera at the moment, but it is a case of we are using what we can afford. But hopefully things look good, and hopefully they sound good, and all of the above, really. So I'm just going to mull along and build this, and if you want to say anything in the chat's open for anybody that's subscribed. Please feel free to chat along as I build this. And if we can get a bit of a conversation going, we might do something else afterwards. Might watch some YouTube videos or something like that. We've got the ability to do that. So, and for me to put them on screen as well. I've been working hard to get this setup up and running. So, hopefully it looks and sounds good. So, good evening, one and all. Or afternoon, or morning, depending on who you are and where you are. I've got to build this thing, whatever it's telling me to build, twice now, so... yeah. And, you know what, the one thing about building Lego that I find extremely annoying is the finding of the parts. The finding of the pieces. But, this set that we got here, this little brickhead, which will eventually end up looking like that, we got it, Disneyland Paris, a couple of months back, in October. Couple of months back. It was only last month. Jesus. We got it at Disneyland Paris. My friend Lisa got it free with a bunch of Lego that she purchased. So she handed it off to me for the low price of 10 euros, I believe she said I could have it for. And here it is. It's a exclusive Fortnite brickhead. And please excuse this type of live stream. I've never done anything like this before, like whilst building well, I've done one building and chatting stream, but it was from the phone and it was such a janky setup. Never in this full lit sound studio setup. So hopefully it looks and sounds a lot better than it used to. That's the goal. Anywho. And like I said, feel free to become a subscriber and get going in the chat. We would appreciate talking to y'all. I've got it on top chat. Maybe I should put it on live chat. I don't know how any of this works with my vertical setup. I've only just started using it, so what have I got to do here? 2 green bricks on top of one another, plus a little grey circle. You know what? I used to play Fortnite a lot. In fact, we used to do a little bit of streaming of it on this channel. But I discovered that it was very, in my opinion, very repetitive. And I know a lot of people really like it. But I just found it extremely repetitive. I'm not saying I found it boring, because I most certainly did not. But I started finding it quite repetitive. But it's fun nonetheless, don't get me wrong. It is a bit of fun. Going around expending your anger or frustration through the PlayStation 5 rather than anywhere else is probably more handy than not, I guess. Oh, look, a little pink brick that you will never see again. So this will go into here, and then you'll never see it again. They always give you odd colours. They're like, right, well, we can't be asked to print a specific colour just for that, so we'll give them like a light pink brick or a yellow brick or something like that. What am I looking at here? Another 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's starting to build up. Look, it's looking a bit weird though. But it will look like a Lego-ized or Lego version of a Fortnite character very soon. This shouldn't take me too long to build at all. And if the chat's finally got going by the time I've finished, then we will continue. If not, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, a bit of a snap there, wasn't there? Although I don't know what you can hear because of my sound settings. I tell you what, having these eyes slightly off center will absolutely annoy me. I'm building the eyes right now. Unless they're pretty good like that. I don't know if you guys can see, but they're pretty good like that. And then on it goes. On it goes. So yeah, anyway, we went to Winter Wonderland in Reading yesterday. There will be a video coming out on the channel in the next couple of days, actually. And it didn't go so well for me. As, like I said, I was already in a bad way when it came to driving out there. And it's over 100 miles away from where I live. And it's where Natalie, one of our co-creators on the channel, she lives out in Reading. So I drove out there, and by the time I got there, I was already really feeling quite unwell. And we went to Costco. Despite the fact I've got an executive membership at Costco, I've never actually been in one, so that was a first for me. And then we decided to hit up the Winter Wonderland over in Reading. And by that point, I was just really deteriorated, really unwell. And we did try and push through, so there is quite a nice video. But I only did a couple of rides by the end of that. And for those who might be new to this, I am a disabled creator. I use a walking stick. I have a mobility scooter for when we need to do more taxing things, and I try and make it fun. And we do like to go out and travel and try and push things and do things that disabled people might feel they're not able to do, and we like to try and show people maybe you can do that. So we love doing that. But yesterday I just felt pretty damn defeated. I will say that. I just felt pretty damn defeated. By the time we got to the end of our time at the Winter Wonderland, we had 4 hours unlimited riding. But, like I said, I only actually went on 2 of the rides. And it's not exactly like the place was big. It wasn't. That scared the death out of me. I don't know if you people heard that. There was a very loud bang the other side. Now, like I said about 5 minutes ago, one of the annoying things about this is trying to find a damn piece you're looking for. And I'm trying to find a flat plate that's curved and pink. And, oh, there it is. I was going to say pretty much all of it is pink at this point. Pretty much all of it. So, and now it's like, yeah, find this tiny, tiny, tiny pink piece. Where is that piece? Where is that piece? There it is. I have found the piece. The piece has been located. And now I can put it above the eyes and it becomes the basis of the hair. So, starting to look pretty good actually. Starting to look pretty good. What do we got next? We need one of these. One of these. I'll tell you what we're going to try and do for future streams like this. We're going to try and get a multi-cam setup so that we can, hopefully we can start to afford to get more things for the studio. And so what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and get a second camera down on the actual Lego on the table, so then we can cut the stream in half. You can have me or my wife when she's building up top, and then on the bottom half of the screen you can actually see a zoom in of what's being built. We're hoping to be able to do that. It's just right now we can only afford what we've got, and what we've got is one DSLR camera. So subscribing to the channel really does help us out. It's free for you to do, and it really helps us too. What am I going to do here? Oh, I've got to find a black L-shaped piece. There we go. That is what I'm very... I was getting a bit confused there for a second. That's got to go there. That's got to go there. And then that has to go there. Yeah, that is sehr gut. Sehr gut, yeah. And then we're going to start putting this bright bomber's pink hair on the side of her head. Starting to look pretty good, actually. Now I've got to find a tiny little flat pink plate. There it is. There it is. So, how are we doing tonight, anybody? If there's anybody out there at all, say hello. We really appreciate seeing you in the chat. And this is a test. This is a live test. So, if you could come say hello. I want to make sure everything's working, quite frankly. And I don't know if it is. So, if people can get in the chat and tell me if they can see, they can hear it. I'm really more worried about whether or not they can hear it, because I know they can see it, because I can see that you can see it. I'm just really a bit more worried about whether or not you can hear it. Or if I've been talking to myself for the last 17 minutes like a klutz. That's a Frozen thing, not Frozen the movie. Into the unknown, into the unknown. Right, I better stop singing copyrighted songs, isn't I? And I was hoping Amy would come along, actually, because she loves herself a bit of the Fortnite, and she would have loved to have been part of this build, because I was sorting it just for her, and we got a bit of an announcement just for Amy. It's a bittersweet announcement, actually, because we've got a video we're going to shoot probably tomorrow. If we don't shoot it tomorrow, we will shoot it on Tuesday. And a couple of the channel viewers actually chucked a little money towards the item that we're going to review. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the Rubber Duck Advent Calendar that we wanted to get, because couldn't get it shipped in time to make a timely video from the United States. So we're going with the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Funko Pop countdown calendar. I don't know if it's meant to be an advent calendar or a countdown to Halloween, but we're gonna build that and review it for the channel either tomorrow or the day after. Not quite sure yet, but it will be arriving tomorrow. And the face just flew off of the brickhead. That was quite funny. Not very well attached for Lego. That shouldn't be flying off like that. But it did. We're going to start covering up the back of this now. What have we got here? Going for that. Going for... Jesus. That is not attached as well as Lego usually attaches itself. Usually you can put quite a bit of force on it and the clutch is really good, but that keeps coming off. So where are we going now? We're going up the back. And no, that's not rude. Not today, Jesus, not today. I am putting on more pieces. So, yeah, Fortnite, it went for a bit of a Marvel renaissance quite recently, didn't it? Because my son plays it a lot more than I do. Have I done this right? It's starting to look right. It's got quite a flat head at the moment. It's starting to look right. I can sort of see what I'm doing. And for those who sometimes come along to our members only streams, we're not quite ready to restart those yet, because the system that we use for music is not quite back in place yet. I'm just going to say I can't work out how to make it work again, because that's the truth. I just cannot work it out. It was all set up down in the other studio really well, and now it's not set up so well. But we're up and running, and I hope we're cooking on gas. I just don't know if I can be heard. That's my main worry. If I can be heard. Because not a single person we've had like 50 people come in and watch, but not a single person has said, I can hear you. Okay. I think we're getting close to the end of this build. And I need to find the parts and the pieces. But I am feeling a little bit down, actually. But like I say, it's really because of yesterday, because I do like to make fun videos, and it wasn't so fun for me. But those are the pitfalls of being a disabled person. Where are we going here? We're getting somewhere with this now. A bright bomber. Doop-a-doo. Either my chat is not working, or just not a single person has said anything in it. I'm going to reboot it. I think it's that my chat's not working. Yep, it's that my chat's not working. No, sorry, it's that nobody said anything in it. Because of course, nobody said anything. Why would you want to talk to me on an evening like this? Lost my place now. Done that. This is going to make my wife happy anyway. She can put it up on the Brickhead shelf, and yes, we do have one of those. But she does like to steal my sets and build them. So I have to be quick and actually sometimes build the sets that I buy myself, or I come home from somewhere, go shopping, go to the supermarché, come home and find my wife building my set. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? She says, tough, you hadn't started building it. And after 11 years of marriage, I guess that's fair enough. Where are we? We've got to make like a bike handle thing. A bike handle thing. That's what I'm calling it. A bike handle thing. I don't know how much you guys can see of this. It's actually starting to look really good. Starting to look real good. Certainly starting to look like the thing on the box. It's not quite there yet, but it's starting. Starting to look like it. I mean, I was going to build this anyway. Might as well do it on stream and see if we can get some people into chat. Gonna put some hair pieces on again. So, I will ask if you can hit the like button if you're watching, if you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and come say whether or not you can hear me. Because nobody has said whether or not they can hear me right now. I'm going to turn this upside down. Here we go. I think we're building the legs, so I'm just going to put her down on her head. Look, leave her like that. Leave her on her head. Am I doing this twice before I bother? No, I'm not doing this twice. So the legs are going to be different. Why are the legs going to be different? Oh well. We find out in a minute. I mean, Lego do like to add a lot of detail into even their smallest sets, don't they? Anywhere they can shove a little bit of detail, they will. So I'll give them credit for that. That's one leg. One leg. Yeah, I was right. They're just, that's why you're building them separately, because you've got to add a little bit of detail. I think this one's getting a utility belt of some kind, or a pocket. No, I've lost the light. That's interesting. Brand new lighting setup, and one of them's gone down. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. And then I'm assuming that goes Zar. Do you remember, I don't know if anybody will, but when these first came out, when these little brickhead things first came out, they came with the base, but they also came with like a little Series 1 or Series 2 plaque or something like that. But they don't do that anymore. I really have lost the light. Let's shake it around a bit. Ah, there it is. Back now, you see? It's back. But yeah, that is one thing that they don't do anymore. They don't do the little plaques like Series 1, Series 2, and then if there were a special series like Marvel or DC, they got their own little plaques. It's a shame, because it was just like a little extra thing, like a little extra printed piece. But they just don't do no more. I've got someone messaging me on the X. I need someone to tell me. I need someone to tell me if they can hear me. That's all I need. Someone to go in my chat and say, I can hear you. It's working. Because we're testing it at the moment. It's all a brand new setup, new lights. And I could have been talking to myself. Oh. I've just had a message from someone telling me they're going to watch a webinar. A webinar of... Oh. Going to watch a webinar in how to stop someone from bleeding out. That's very interesting. I've not had a message like that before. Oh dear. I mean, I say oh dear, but that's quite funny. Where are these going? Okay, well, the hair's done. The hair's done. And then, oh look, I've got to make a blinking ponytail now. You can hear me! Wahey! Thank you, Amy. Thank you. I was just talking about your message. About your webinar. Yes, yeah, I know they do, Amy. I know they do. It's just, that's not something you hear every day. Okay, you don't. It's not every day you get a message going, oh, you know, going to watch a webinar about people bleeding out. Oh, dearie me. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. Oh, you're not weird, Amy. We're all weird, right? I mean, come on, I'm a grown-ass man that goes to theme parks and that and tries not to get hurt as a disabled person. And, like, after yesterday's attempt, I've got to start rethinking things, I think. You'll see the video, but it did not go well for me yesterday. I was not in good shape by the time our recording at Winter Wonderland in Reading ended. Well, you know what, Amy? That's a great combination. And I would like to do both of those things as well. That's why I'm here. I think that's why all of us weird folks are here. To be honest. I've nearly finished building the fortnite. This is the fortnite Lego. Nearly finished building her. I'm getting there. I don't really know. Oh, she's got a pickaxe and all. Like an actual pickaxe. Which can go in her hand. No, not using the green screen tonight, John. Not using the green screen tonight. It's more of a test out the lighting to see how good it looks than anything else. I'm pretty sure this piece was meant to go in it internally somewhere. But we'll just put that aside, because it appears to have been built without it. What is on my shirt? It's my hippie shirt. It's my hippie shirt. Oh, it says hippie. Like I said, Amy, you're not the only one here that can claim to be weird. But then again, being quote-unquote normal is not fun. Is it? Is it now? Where's the fun in that? I have built it. I have succeeded. No, she's not. But before you do depart and go to your webinar, we looked at the rubber duck advent calendar, and it was going to take an age to ship to the UK because it was only available from a United States version of Amazon, as you know. So we have got the Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors 13 countdown figures to unbox. They will be arriving tomorrow. I don't know if we'll shoot the video tomorrow, if we will shoot it on Tuesday. But thanks to you and Shalini making waves towards it, that's what we've had to order. It's cost £40 British, which is about, what, $50, $55? And it will be here tomorrow. So we were thinking about doing it live, but I figured it would probably be better to do as a video, because then we can multicam it like we did with the other advent calendar that we unboxed. But I might do it in such a way that we're both on screen this time, rather than just the one of us. We'll see if we can get the microphones up and running for that. But yes, the Fortnite Bright Bomber, Lego Brickhead. She is complete. If I bring her over there, because we're using a DSLR, she goes out of focus the closer she gets to the camera. So we pull it back here. In fact, we can probably just sit her quite fancifully on the mic there. There she be. It's actually, for the tiny little Lego sets, these things are great because they pack in as much detail as they possibly can, even into these little sets. Why, you're not seeing a Wisconsin cheesehead next to your photo. What you are seeing is Natalie. It is Natalie. And she will be in our next video that comes out, because we shot yesterday at Winter Wonderland in Reading. So she'll be in the next video, and she's responsible for this. The look and feel of the set now, with all the new lighting. And we can just, if we want, put up a green screen. Would you like to see that before we go? Look at this. Hold on. You're going to hear some noise. here it comes. And then we've got a green screen. How cool is that? Right? How cool is that? I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. We are going to do some fun stuff with it. We're gonna use it to up the production value of our videos. But yes, it's all on a roller and it's built into a little thing. And so when I went to Natalie's yesterday, so we went and shot at Reading Winter Wonderland, and she provided me with proper studio lighting, which we've got up and running right now, and this massive green screen that can just pull up seemingly out of nowhere. It's fantastic, and you know what? I appreciate everything that people help towards this channel. It really, really does help, and it I don't know, man. I absolutely sometimes feel very overwhelmed by even just the tiny amount of support that some of the people give us. You know, whether it's a little bit of equipment here or a couple of dollars towards, you know, getting something to make content on. Every little piece of support. Your 99p memberships. Shut up, John. I'm not crying. I'm not crying, you're crying. But this channel has really helped something fierce with my mental health over the past few months. Enjoy your webinar, Amy. I don't know if enjoy is the correct word. But I hope you get something from it, is what I would say. I hope you do get something from it. Now, let me just, before I do think about departing, I just want to test a couple things. Because we are doing a test. At the end of the day, I don't want to be on Discord. I don't want to try 2 weeks of Nitro on you, Discord, as much as you might want me to. I just want to try some things, see if some things work. So, what should I go for? I think I'm just going to go for any old YouTube video. And see if we can get it running, up and running and showing and things like that. Well, yeah, John, pretty much, yeah. Met Office issue yellow warning for Scotland for snow and ice. Will this greatly affect you, John? Hold on. So I should be able to, you should be able to see it now. And you should be able to hear it. Let me know. Can you see it and can you hear it? Because this, like I say, mate, this affects you. This is a yellow warning of snow and ice for Scotland. Starting from 10 tomorrow, is it? Are you looking forward to it? You looking forward to the snow? Why on earth is Microsoft Copilot? Oh, you can't hear it? Okay, if you can't hear it, give me a second. See, this is the sort of thing that I need to sort out on the fly. You see? And this is why. So where are we going? Vertical sources. Desktop audio. It should be on. You should be able to hear it. Unless... Yeah, no, it's set. You should be able to hear it. Is the problem that the source isn't in the scene? I'm very confused right now. So you can hear me and not the video. Okay, look, these are very important things for me to hear. So let me know. So can you hear it? Because the desktop audio itself is coming through. And it's coming through OBS. I think I know what the issue is. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Let me repeat that. Now, you should be able to hear it. Give me a sec. Can you hear that now? Yes, can you hear it? There we go. Okay, see, look, these are the things that we need to test. And hopefully at some point we're going to get a second camera in here as well. So that when we do the Lego builds, we can have this sort of split screen where we can have whoever's building at the top and then a camera on the actual Lego down there. But I've worked quite hard on these to hopefully, you know, look and sound good. That would be the ultimate goal. But it's a work in progress, and then I should be able to just do this and flick back to the big camera. And then this says vertical scene. I don't know what that is. Oh look, it's gone black. and then this says all in. Oh, it's when me and you used to do all in, John. And then you'd be on the top and I'd be on the bottom. But this is an entirely separate plugin for OBS. As you probably know, it's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. The other thing that I'm thinking about doing, as you have done, I believe, John, is getting a teleprompter. I'm just putting things in frame to see if the new lighting really does help. I think it does. I think it helps. But I've got 3 massive panel lights, all from different angles, lighting us up. But I really do want a second camera, so that we can really start making these things look and sound the best they possibly can. And, you know, what do you mean, what is it? What is what? What is what? You're going to have to elaborate on that one, John. You're going to have to elaborate. Are you planning on going live at some point this evening? Just as an aside? Do you want me to, you know, vermouche? As they say, get out of here. Oh, plugin. It's literally called vertical scenes. That's it. And then I have to separately. It's got its own built-in streaming plugin as well, so I've got to put all the stream into that rather than OBS's direct streaming or the multi-stream thing. It's... You wasn't. Does that mean you're going to now, or that? That have I given you inspiration, John? Have I inspired you? Oh, look, yeah, the lighting is much better, isn't it? Because like things like this you can really see now, whereas you couldn't before. I love this little model. It's my favourite place to be. So of course I love this little model. I love being inside the Hollywood Tower Hotel. You have nothing prepared. I had nothing prepared either, John. This was pretty much a last-minute test, just to make sure all of the lighting package that has been provided by our wonderful Natalie works. And as you can see, it works rather well, I would say. I would say it works rather well. To be fair, I've been streaming now for about, I don't know, 40 minutes or something like that. And I've run out of actual material because the Lego's built. The Lego's built. But I'm quite happy to sit and chat for a while. Well, yeah, it's quite bright, John. John, it's quite bright. I'm trying not to squint. I'm trying to get used to it. There are 3 panels. There's panel there, panel there, panel there. And it is relatively bright, yes. So if I'm squinting, I do apologise. And also, your chat's right up on the high screen, up there. So anytime that I'm looking at the chat, I'm looking up there because you have a go at me and others have a go at me. When I'm doing screen capture, I'm actually capturing that screen rather than this screen down here. Otherwise, the chat would be down here, and I'd be capturing that screen up there. But I mean, I'm running with 4 screens on the go here. Oh, trust me, I do. I do. The only reason the third one's on is to cancel out the shadowing, and it's working quite well, to be fair. And obviously they're all diffused as well, so there's not so much in the way of glaring when it goes on. So that's good. Oh, I shall put the Evian out of shot, shall I? So that at least the bright bomber here, she can go next to her box. Look at that. We'll put her box there. She looks exactly like she's supposed to on the box. Yes, she does. But what I will say is this. We might need to consider in a few months if we're growing the channel, we might need to consider hiring an office. It may just be the case, and that's for a couple of reasons. Because first of all, this is taking over a space in our house at the moment. But second of all, if we keep getting stuff in that we need to either build or review, it's got to go somewhere. So we're considering. Yeah, yes, John. This is going out in vertical. Let me quickly take a picture and I'll send it to you. Actually, hold on. Look. I'll send you a picture. That's fine. Doopy-doo, sending you a picture. There you go. I have sent you a picture. I've had, in 40 minutes, about 71 views, which, not terrible. I'm not gonna lie, not terrible. I'm happy with that. And I'm hoping that anyone who has popped along for a few minutes has clicked the like button. Not really. The subscribe button. John, you haven't clicked the like button. And I know you haven't, because I can see that. I can see that you haven't clicked the like button. Anywho, I think that is about me. I think that's going to do it for my test. I think my test is pretty successful. It looks good. Does it sound good, though, before I go? Because I've done a lot to my audio as well. I've been working on it a lot. You know what that's like if you've done that. I've really worked on it over the past week or so. Just because we're in the new save. If you're on your phone, just double tap the middle of the screen. If you just double tap the middle of the screen, it will like the stream. If you're watching a vertical stream. That's all you got to do. Ah, I see. I see. You did it. You did it. But yes, does it sound good? Because that is... We did the last video when Chrissy was doing the advent calendar, and the audio, it just kept cutting in and out at the beginning and ends of words, so I knew there was something wrong with the attack. So hopefully I fixed that, and then I've changed the sound profiles and added a few more plugins, changed the noise gate, and hopefully we're sounding very good. I've been working very hard on it, so I'm hoping it should sound far better than it did even when it was Trump for the net, okay? China. So, anywho, like I said, I think that's about me. I think this test has been a success. It's killed 2 birds with 1 stone because I have built the bright bomber. And there will be more to come, not just with streaming, but with videos over the next week or so. The studio seems great. Seems like we're up and running. And we'll see you later. I'm going to wink at the screen and look very awkward doing it on the camera. Nah, anyway,